Okay, so we are going to use CRS, which is the property tax form, to create kind of a visual representation of a lot line adjustment or a designation for land. So pull up the tax map. I'm using 333 Funk Road, which I sold earlier this year, and this is something that I did on this particular property since I will show you when I make this larger here. I find it easier to pull it up on the larger view. So you're going to go over here and switch it to aerial so you can see the satellite overlay. All right, so for example, in this parcel, you had this about 1 acre parcel here that the house sat on, but the sellers owned this same 24 acre parcel next to it. So my buyers were purchasing this land, but the sellers were also selling a portion of this land. But they wanted to keep about a 4 or 5 acre parcel here along the frontage in order to sell off and make more money on. My people didn't necessarily want to spend the money to get the frontage, but they wanted the land and they wanted privacy. So what I did was we proposed a lot line adjustment to the sellers with our offer. And in order to visually represent that, I use CRS just like I'm going to do now. So when you've got the tax map lines here and you've got the overlay, you can kind of see the satellite view. If you know the property, it's helpful, but if not, it has tools and tricks that you can use. So one of the things that you can use is you can measure distance. So if you want to know how much frontage is here, we had about 700 feet of frontage, okay, and that measures any way you want. So it's, again, about 700 feet of frontage there. Great. So you click out of it by right clicking. So I measured the frontage. We didn't necessarily need 700 feet of frontage, but we wanted more than 300 feet to really give us a buffer. You can kind of see this darker section here. This is like a little berm almost. It's a natural hill in the land. So what we decided was we basically wanted to include that hill as our portion. And they wanted all the farmland in the back. So if you go to area, so what we want to do is we're going to now draw, and that way we also know how many acres we're getting. So I'm going to start at this point and you click. I'm going to go over, we went to about here. Okay, so just kind of to the other side of this berm. Click, and we went all the way straight back. This tree line, and they wanted to include the tree line in their parcel. I think we actually were nice and we went back here to make sure that we were giving them 5 acres. So we clicked there and it created the border. Back down over here, click, and then we followed the border lot line as it was and closed it off. So there you have about 21.46 acres, and that is about what it was. So now you can see it's white and shaded, and it's designated this whole piece here is about 21 acres. And we wanted to designate this other piece here to show them what they were leaving behind. So go through and click again. Create the borders for this one. There you go, and it was about 4.61 acres. Okay, and then what we did was we took this, we included it with the contract, so the sellers knew exactly what we were asking for. And then the sellers were able to take that and submit it to their surveyor to show them, here's approximately what we're going to do. And it came to a little bit different. It wasn't exactly 21.46 and it wasn't exactly 0.461, but it was close enough with the proper designations that both parties were satisfied and happy. And to do that, you just come over here to the print, and you can either email it or print. I think I emailed it to myself, so you can send me a copy, or again, just using the print. destination, instead of actually printing it, I saved it as a PDF, and it's loading the preview now. There you go. So settings, scale. So it fits on the page, and there you go. And then save. All right, and then you save it, and you've got it created as a PDF. So that's how you use CRS to approximate lot line boundaries and to better assist you in being clear in real estate transactions.